there isn't anybody going to come from anywhere to bully us into something to do with our lives, and we accept it.
Just finally, is there
And maybe make an invasion and overrun the country.
Welcome to Candid Africa, truthful and unapologetic.
There is no guarantee that even if you did what they want you to do, you would actually get those promises you're talking about. We've been there for, now the country has been moving on for 28 years. How about what happened before actually those stories came up? There wasn't much flowing in that sense that later on was stopped by those stories. So, but that's a different thing. Let me quickly speak to the two problems. The story of Rusesabagina, and in fact it explains now at the beginning what happens with the countries and the relationships and so on. A big country like the United States dealing with Rwanda, a small country somewhere in the middle of Africa. What I was saying, when people just tell you what to do or want to tell you what to do for yourself, comes in this sense. That story of Paul Rusesabagina, the case is very clear. It has gone through the courts of law with the due process. The evidence, the facts about the case were presented in the open. The history of that is also clear. It has been told. Now, there's something wrong here that.
And it involved the European courts. Did it involve the European courts?
What?
With Paul, did it involve the European courts as well?
Okay. That would be another big problem if it involved the other courts outside of Rwanda. I'm talking about Rwanda in our legitimate right to do what we have to do for ourselves. But he's charged with other 20 people. In other words, there are 21. In fact, all of them found guilty on the basis of that evidence and facts presented before the court. The other 20 are not complaining because some of them admitted what they were involved in, and with Rusesabagina as even at one time their leader. Now, with this situation, somebody comes and says, no, this person is famous, he's a celebrity, you have to and he's a resident of the United States, so by that, you've got to release this person. And some of us have raised this question and say, okay, we let this one go free. How about the other 20 who have been in the same crime with him and have actually pointed to him as even having been their leader? That's one. So the second aspect to that is, what are we going to have to deal with here? There's a serious case here, but it will be nullified because somebody in the United States is saying so. Well, some people may find that normal. I don't. Rwandans don't. So we might find...
So is Blinken's advocacy and determination of him being wrongly detained helping his case or hurting his case?
I think from what I have said, you can conclude. Yes.
Oh.
Because we've made it clear there isn't anybody going to come from anywhere to bully us into something to do with our lives, and we accept it.
Just finally, is there an...
Can maybe make an invasion and overrun the country, you can do that, but if we are going to be dealing with our problems in this manner, that the one associated with somebody who is powerful will not be held accountable, but the rest will be held accountable. I don't understand it for anything. But let me quickly go to the Congo problem. For Sabajina's case, I think it's clearly where it is. People can keep talking about it. I'm not interested in going into a lot of other details here and there, but those also are happening. But what I wanted to tell you was the general frame of mind around this case and how it operates. It doesn't matter, because we can't just make one person so important that they want to be held accountable. And by the way, this is even when the person we are talking about himself provided evidence against himself by saying what he said, and that is on camera, that can't be disputed. And the responsibility of deaths of people, of Rwandans, if anyone thinks it can just be wished away because of some things, well, we'll see how to deal with that.
Did you like or hate what you heard? Let us know in the comments below, and if you want more candid speeches like this, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to catch all our latest videos. And please feel free to leave your suggestions, news tips, or topics about Africa you'd like us to cover.